2022 Specialized Tarmac SL7 custom build in a size 54, 15 pounds, 5 ounces, 6.95 kilos. Stay tuned to after video where free to buy sun test on those Revolve CLX Alpinist wheels right there. Thank you. Hey, how's it going, everyone? GC Performance here, back with another video, and today I have for you guys this 2022 Specialized Tarmac SL7 custom frame build up that we did with the Camppy 12-speed EPS and also some CLX Alpinist wheels. As we can see, this is more of a climbing build that we did on here. But first and foremost, I gotta say, I think this color frame set is definitely one of the most underrated colors frame sets for the whole year. On the website, it just looks like a normal matte black with a brushed silver, which I'm a huge fan of, as you guys always know, brushed silver logo. But look at it in the sunlight. Look at this. Look at the sparkles of glitter. Like just the look of it is just insane. It is a full matte black paint job, but all the logos and decals are like this brushed silver there. You have the brushed silver in the front and the brushed silver in the back for the Tarmac logo. But the paint job on here is just immaculate. I mean, 10 out of 10, I think, for this frame set. I think they should have done more of it in there. I mean, look at down, even by a down tube. Such a cool color for a bike. They should have done it more in detail, because this was an option for the ETAP version, also the S-Works Durace version as well. I think if people had known this compared to the red color as well, that they probably would have ordered more of these. Imagine the C-post in that same color would look so nice. But besides the point, this is built up with full 12-speed EPS, like I showed you guys. The CLX Alpinist wheels, which are very light wheels for climbing. And it came in right around 6.95 kilos. Granted, there are no pedals on here. There's no Garmin mount, there's no cages, yada, yada, yada. But we also have on here just some stock Grand Prix 5,700 by 28 tires. We could have went a little bit lighter for the tires. And also we are gonna be cutting down some spaces on the stem later on down the road. So this bike does have potential to make it a little bit lighter. But the bike is gorgeous. I've always said this before in the past as well, the Camppy Super Record 12-speed stuff, it is, it works amazing. It is beautiful. If you ever had a headache with it, the headache turned into a migraine because it's a little bit more difficult to work on. But the Camppy stuff to me just looks like jewelry. It is the jewelry of the bike industry. It is gorgeous. The cassette, the rear derailleur, the crank just looks like a massive raw piece of carbon. Gorgeous. So without further ado, I'll go over the whole bike build in this build, and like I always do, and I'll show you guys the features. So starting off at the top, we have on here, it is the Specialized Revolve Rapide handlebar, size 42 centimeter, with a different, we swapped out the stem as well. This is a 110 stem. Hold on one second. There, it should be better. S-Works 110 stem that we put on here for a little bit longer stem. We have the titanium bolts, and then this will also take the out front Garmin mount that's included. The bar tape, we want the Super Cas Cush tape, and then we have the charging port for the Camppy right here. This is going to be where you plug in to charge your Camppy at. The shifters are the Campanagalo shifters. You have the carbon fiber levers. You have that ergonomic Camppy hood style, and these are different tastes of shifting. Some people might like them, some people might hate them. You have the low shift right here. You have the high shift right here for the thumb. This is kind of very classic stuff. People sometimes will say that this reminds them of a base model bike, because remember old school Claris kind of had that thumb shift right there as well. But this is what people love to ride for the Camppy style. The hoods are very noticeable. They're very pronounced. You definitely recognize these from far away what kind of hood you're riding. And the shape of the shifters have their own kind of pronunciation to them as well. But you have the Camppy shifters on there, 12 gears in the rear, 2 in the front. We have in the front, we have the Specialized S-Works brush logo on the front. And then for the wheel set, we did the Revolve CLX Alpinist wheels. These are the same wheels that Julien Alaphilippe won the Tour de France stage on. These are one of the lightest wheel sets out on the market in terms of retail, what you can buy. Retail is $2,500 for them. They are not tubeless ready, they're tubed only. And they're bladed spokes and their own Revolve CLX hub with DT Swiss internals inside. But they are a very, very, very light wheel set. Perfect for climbing, about 33 millimeters depth, and then they change out the tires on there. For the rotors, we have on here the Magura Rotors 160 millimeter center lock rotors, and then you have their own Camppy flat mount disc brake caliper as well. Beautiful S-Works going down the side. We have the Super Record crank as well with their Ultra Torque bottom bracket. It is a threaded bottom bracket, it is an English threaded bottom bracket because it's an English style frame, not Italian. And Yes, and just a quick fact for you guys for the Camppy stuff, when you buy the Super Record crank, they usually come with the bearings pre-installed, and then for the bottom bracket, you just buy the cups. So you just insert the cups into the frame, the bearings are already pre-installed onto the spindle with the C-clip, and then they go right into those cups, so fun little fact. Being this is an S-Works, you do get the S-Works bolts that you pay so much money for, and then you do get the Fact Carbon 12R frame. That is the main difference between S-Works, is that this is made of a completely different material from the Comp, from the Expert, and from the Pro. The 12R is going to be their top tier stuff. Lighter, faster, stiffer, all the above, S-Works bolts included. We got the 54 stick right there. You got the UCI stick right there as well. Then we have the nice, good old-fashioned carbon fiber front derailleur Camppy Super Record as well. And then their Super Record 12-speed chain. Their cassette is beautiful, from like a very silver to almost like a bronze color cassette. Gorgeous looking, I believe it's 1132. And then their own Super Record 12-speed rear derailleur. I mean, Camppy stuff, when it works, when it's dialed in, when it's working, it is amazing. It's one of the best derailleurs to adjust in terms of tearing, because it's not like individual shifts. You literally just, once you put into adjustment mode, it's left or right on the shift, and it just goes over and glides over to where you want to be, so you can literally be turning the wheel, and it does everything for you. It's very, very nice. Same wheels as the front, same depth as well. These are not like the Rapides where it's a different depth from the rear. These are still a 33mm depth from the rear, same width as well. And again, these are only tubed rims. They're clincher only, not tubeless ready, bladed spokes, Celux hub, Frio body on there as well. And then for the rear rotor is a 140mm Magura rotor. I'm sorry, not Magura, Camppy. And the reason why I said Magura is because Camppy is pretty much similar to a Magura bleed section and the bleed feel, and the same caliper style, same rotor style, the same fluid, I think, almost. So it is a very similar to a Magura feel and actuated brake. You have your through axles right here on the rear, you have the through axle on the front, you have the Tarmac logo on the back, same tire as well, the Grand Prix 5728. Again, you don't need a tubeless tire, you don't need the STR because it is not a tubeless wheel. We have the Tarmac SL7 seat post with the seat wedge right here that's going to be put in there. And then we have the Roman Evo Mirror saddle, carbon fiber rails, $450 3D printed saddle, carbon fiber shell, with all these kind of 3D printed materials on here to make it very comfortable. The difference between the Roman Evo and the Power, the Roman Evo is known to be a little bit more of an aggressive race saddle, a more curvature, more contour to the edges of it so you don't get that rubbing, but it's meant to put your body into a more relaxed racing position, if that makes sense. It's a more natural position to be more aggressive, whereas the Power is a little bit more of a, not an upright saddle, but the Power will be more of a non-racing saddle, if that makes sense. I know it sounds weird, but that's just what they advertise it as. So this is kind of an old school saddle, long nose, still wide cutout, but much more contour in there. But yes, so that is going to do it for this video, guys. Let me know what you guys think. Again, this thing came in right around 6.95 kilos with the Camppy Super Record 12-speed on there. Custom build. I think the build altogether, it's around that $14,000 mark. Camppy is definitely one of the most expensive groups out there, as we know. The wheels are $2,500, the frame is $5,500, the group set must be around $45,000 to $5,000. Seats $450, handlebars $300, tires, bottom bracket. But yeah, but absolutely gorgeous build. The frame color is amazing. It actually matches this Camppy pretty well because the frame gives a little shimmer and the crank gives a little shimmer. But that's gonna do it for this video, guys. Thank you guys again so much for watching. Stay tuned for the free up body sound test after the video, and I'll see you guys in the next one.